Welcome one, welcome all, welcome to this, as we creep in on Halloween, comes ever so startlingly closer. I begin tonight with a little bit of soft music. Just turn that down a little bit of, how are you live chat, how are you live gang? Let's see who turns up, let's see if we are live. Can I get a 5x5? Streaming to you tonight from DLive, Twitch, also over on Facebook. And for those of you over on my personal Facebook page, you're getting it tonight as well. I have two quick articles I want to bring to your attention. I want to just touch in with you for the absence last night and this morning. I have a few personal issues going on in the background, a bit of a family crisis, but we soldier on. I thought I'd touch in with you tonight and give you a flavour of the new setup that I'm working on in the background here. Currently broadcasting to you from parts unknown, they should say. I've got to keep the stream going. Let me just switch off that music. So we've got a bit of music. There she is. Stargirl D joins us in the house, joining us over on D Live. Great to see you, Stargirl. Thank you for joining me. Let me get rid of that. No, you haven't got that in the sound there. Also over on Telegram, we have the chat function here going over on Telegram. We have the chat function here from D Live, and also Twitch will appear here when the citizens or the denizens of the Grandstream assemble one, assemble all. Just trying this new platform and this new setup. Not the finished article, still in beta form. I don't expect a great many of you there. Great to see Jay Cahill over there on D Live. Great to see you. So it is working out over there. We've got seem to have three stands. We've also got Periscope in the house. Good to see you, Open Minds. Thank you for joining me. Let me know if you got the notification via Periscope, obviously. Won't be on YouTube. 5.5 from London from Open Minds. Great to see you all filling up the room. Eve jumping in and joining us. And for those of you viewing on YouTube after the fact, you're welcome, very welcome indeed. I think you'll find myself in the live chat there saying hello. Say hello there, GT. Hello. Periscope filling up the room. D Live also filling up the room. Telegram in the house. Also over on Facebook, Seamus joining me over on D Live again. Great to see. And Jerry Webster jumping in. Gang, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for tuning in. Great to see you. As I say, kind of a beta setup here. As you can see from your viewpoint there, the chat feature will now be broadcasted. And again, that's not the finished article. That's just me setting it up. Hello, Silmiata. Great to see you. Thank you for joining me. New features. As I say, I'll be working away like a Trojan horse for the last couple of days, just trying to put this ensemble together. I'm very much hoping that the sound quality is vastly different. Let's have a little tune in, because we've got the license-free music now as well. Don't forget, so we can have a little bit of a DJ. Thing going on here. What have we got? Have we got some music playing? We have. And why can't I hear it? Because you is crazy, GT. You got to turn the headphones on. I hear it now. There's Al.Zimmer also over on D Live. D Live seems to be outperforming all the other platforms. Very much great to say. Okay, let's try and get on with a little bit of housework. Please don't forget, as we always do, don't forget our friends over at The Little Pharma. TheLittlePharma.ie. We love our enzymes so much. We keep them alive. Wheatgrass and barley grass juice, full of antioxidants. We love them so very much. Small wonder they are so good. One wheatgrass shot is equivalent to 1 kilogram of your leafy green veg, and 1 barley grass juice is full of antioxidants. Just shake and shoot. As we zip back over to you, as we say, cup of tea in hand. As we see the Telegram chat going on there. If you're viewing us over here on YouTube as well, make your way over to the Telegram app there. Set yourself up an account and come on over and join the conversation. Link in the description box for the Telegram app. Also, I am re-engaging my Discord channel. So I will be looking to take future telephone calls or to get your input over there. Discord is a fairly easy, user-friendly sort of format. Once you get into it, it's very easy, but it gives us the ability to take phone calls from your, obviously from your phone, but from your iPad as well. If you're out and about and mobile and want to indeed join in the conversation, Discord is where it's at. We'll be, let's see if I can bring that over here now, and I'll transition over onto this one here. So as you can see, the Discord app sitting there just above my shoulder here. And again, like I say, it's a very user-friendly platform. A huge raft of patriots and friends alike in the Grand Torino Discord channel. I will be putting a link to that in the description of the YouTube straight up afterwards. As I say, feeling my way around this platform. Hopefully the sound, as I say, I don't want to keep going on about it. The sound is not too much of an issue. I'm going to jump over to two articles that I have very much for your attention. I think I'll start off with the World Bank document. The World Bank document that's stating that COVID-19, the program ending in March 2025, this according to the National File. The World Bank COVID-19 Strategic Preparedness and Response Program documents marked for official use only identify the bank's COVID-19 program as ending in March 2025. Absolutely. Please help us all. Let me, as I get used to the system there. You can see then more than 4 years away from our current date. Read page 1 of 60 pages. The program start date was April the 20th. You can see the data sheet here, and what they're talking about here is the expected close date here in the bottom right here, 31st of March 2025, with its inception point on the 2nd of April 2020. The World Bank website has an active record for COVID-19 diagnostic test instruments and apparatus exports by country in 2018, even though the World Health Organization did not even name the coronavirus Hohe-19 until February 2020. Amid this year's outbreak, there's also a record for COVID-19 tests exported in 2017. Things that make you go, And again, just to confirm, the order of test kits, according to the World Bank and the diagnostic testing kit, you can see ourselves sitting very there, bottom rank structure there, just under 6.5 million in COVID-19 tests ordered in 2015, no less. I did not even notice that myself. 2015. Let me just check on that. Yep. And then also according to the World Bank organization, what else have we got down here? We don't have ourselves starring in that, but the diagnostic testing ordered and exports in 2018, almost a full year before we even knew. Hope you're enjoying the new format. We will figure it out and stylize it and make it a bit more user-friendly. And I will finish off as we come up on the 8-minute mark. How time flies. How time flies indeed. Great to see you, Linda. Great to see you guys over there. Let me jump into the second article then. This is a 6 or 7 minute read. But I think you'll find it to keep our eyes on all things the sex education. That hasn't gone away, even though our young children are being denied access to their education. Before I forget, Lorraine, I will be in contact tonight straight after the show. In case you're watching this now, keep an eye on the volumes. All good. Great to see. Also, I must remind myself to scroll down on the Telegram app so I can see what the latest conversations are there, and this is slowly but surely catching up. You can't see it over on Facebook. It's probably over on my personal one. So beyond that one, I still have the only way you can go through to the Facebook pages is through the RTMP. I have it set up there, but it is not engaging, one would say. We have 30 eyes on or 30 likes. Let's look at the analytics Maybe not that one there. For all and sunder to see. For all and sunder to see. We'll go over back here to the ad. Anyway, sound is brilliant and very clean. Jay Cahill. New microphone as well, and a new mixer to go in with as well. So it's very pleasing. Let's bring in what's playing on over in the sounds over there. Okay, I just noticed then I have to remember my position and what you were viewing on the screen. A very serious article. Let me get through this with you now. The consequences of the communist radical sex education in America's classrooms, from Carol Hornsby Haynes, PhD, November 22nd, 2019. Although radical sex education in public schools is recent in the US, its roots lie in a curriculum implemented by Marxists in Hungary a century ago to de-Christianize Western Europe. Marxists theorized that in the event of a major war in Europe, the working class would rise up against capitalism and create communism. Not far off there. Although this failed to materialize during World War I in Europe, it did it in 1917 in Russia, but without any Europe working class support. Two Marxist theorists, Italian Antonio Gramsci, and an integral part of the Western civilization. My apologies. Skip down there. And Hungarian George Lukács concluded that Western culture with its Christian religion was the roadblock to European working class support. The West would have to be de-Christianized before it could be conquered. Gramsci believed that because Christianity had been an integral part of Western civilization for 2 centuries, it would have to be destroyed gradually by corrupting the culture. A long march through the institutions. The traditional family, and remember I'm often quoted and I'm often saying to you as well, we should be focusing on traditional family values, not the nuclear family value, because the nuclear family is also the use of their language as well. And it again, designed to fracture the family. What is it, the nuclear family? No, traditional family morales. The parents are in charge of the child's education. The traditional family would be the first target, followed by churches, schools, entertainment, media, labour, civic organisations, history, literature and science. By proceeding slowly, they could conceal their true intent of a communist takeover. Eliminating the institutions of family and faith in an eternal God as a source of eternal law is crucial, because these are alternative sources of authority. And we now see very much our government becoming and replacing the church by becoming its own God, by choosing who lives through the abortion bill and who dies now with the assisted suicide just being brought into place here in the Republic of Ireland. And again, before I forget, big shout out over to you on DLive and also Twitch. Anyone that's just joining in, please very much enjoy your company. Please excuse the boomer interruption on the gaming site, but I feel it's incumbent that I bring forward some of these interesting articles to you that may give you pause for thought as you go back to Battlefield or Grand Theft Auto. Lukács believed that destroying the West's traditional sexual morals was necessary for the destruction of Western culture. When he became Deputy Commissioner for Culture in the Provisional Bolshevik Bela Kun government in 1919, he introduced sex education into Hungary's public schools. The curriculum included lectures and graphic instructional material about free love and sexual intercourse. Students were encouraged to ridicule and reject Christian moral ethics, monogamy, and parental and church authority. Hate was turned towards parents, clergy, and all dissenters. Continued exposure to atheism, radical sex education, and rebellion against authority turned Hungarian students into bullies, thieves, murderers, sex predators, and sociopaths who disrespected authority. The gradual assault and corruption of Western culture, rather than the violent Marxist-Leninism of the old Soviet Union, became known as cultural Marxism or neo-Marxism. The code name is multiculturalism, or less formally, political correctness. Remove yourselves of the shackles and the manacles of political correctness. I give not or care not a jot if you are indeed offence, for what is offence? Education is always a key target for the totalitarians so they can instill their ideology in impressionable young. The 45 communist goals, as identified by Clone Skousen in his 1958 book, The Naked Communist, included gaining control of the schools, dumbing down the curriculum, altering the facts, and even discouraging the teaching of American history, discrediting the founding fathers, and presenting homosexuality as normal, natural, and healthy. And again, I see the same agenda being rolled out here in tandem, nay, some would say in lockstep. These have all been implemented in the American education. 24 states require sexual education, while 4 states require a radical sex curriculum that includes the teaching the history of the LGBT movement. California, New Jersey, and Colorado, with Illinois legislation becoming effective in July 2020. Let me throw out a quick hello over there. Let me just test the chat app and see if you are receiving. And it's going through to Periscope, DLive and Twitch, but not the Discord. And again, it doesn't seem like Facebook has opened up for us, but I believe that is on the Facebook end. So do watch out for future broadcasts over on Facebook. And I am hoping, I've been in contact, I am hoping to have a live stream returned on YouTube very shortly. And we'll get the crazy gang back together. I know everybody's missing it over there. But while we're over here in the ether, I thought we'd experiment a little bit with OBS and figure it out. I think I quite like it. I hope you do too. 6 states, Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, Oklahoma, South Carolina, and Texas, have no promo-homo laws that prohibit or limit the mention of discussion of homosexuality and transgender identity in public schools. Despite the Texas law, the school library at the elementary Blackshear Fine Arts Academy in Austin recently hosted a drag queen who had been convicted of prostitution charges, reported Texas Values. A week later, the Austin ISD School Board of Trustees adopted a radical sex curriculum. Examples from the curriculum include 1. Prohibit kids from using the words mother and father to describe their parents. One resource in the curriculum advises students to not call the person who gave birth to them their birth mother. To introduce sexual orientation and gender identity concepts to children as young as 3rd grade. Included is a sexuality match game with terms like bisexual, gay, lesbian, and homophobia. Introduce a scenario where an underage girl enters into a sexual relationship with an adult that she hides from her parents. Teach kids to denounce those who do not agree with the LGBTQ plus P agenda and advise them to attend pride parades. Already, American public schools are churning out students who exhibit the characteristics found in the Hungarian youth: violent, murderous, sociopaths, sex predators, and God haters. The communist goal of creating student hatred for America and our founding fathers, as well as American capitalism, has been achieved. In a recent poll by the Victims of Communism Memorial Foundation, 36% of millennials polled indicate they approve of communism, and 70% say they are likely to vote for a socialist. According to YouGov, which conducted the poll, capitalism has plunged in popularity from a year ago, with one out of every 2 millennials aged 23 to 38 supporting it. Marian Smith, Executive Director of the Victims of Communism Memorial Fund, said, quote, "The historical amnesia about the dangers of communism and socialism are full display in this year's report. When we don't educate our youngest generations about the historical truth of over 100 million victims murdered at the hands of communist regimes over the past century, we shouldn't be surprised at their willingness to embrace Marxist ideas. The historical amnesia about the dangers of communism and socialism are on full display in this year's report." I'm joining myself up again. Americans need to face the truth. Communism is well entrenched in our nation. Unless we radically change what is being taught in our schools, we can expect young voters to hand us over to a future like that of Venezuelans. Will the people remain complacent, or will they rise up in rebellion and turn back the raging force of communism before the final fall? Let me just check in with you there. So yeah, and again, like I say, very much happening over here and throughout Western societies as authoritarian totalitarians take over and care not a jot for your opinion and are mortally wounded in offence at the turn or the blink of an eye. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me in this episode of this broadcast, this experimental thing of ours as it spluts and splatters and tries to gather wind under the wings to try and soar once again like the great phoenix behind me here. You all right back there? Yeah, I know it's a bit like Tim. Pool, but what can you do? Tim's got about 4 channels and about 2 million subscribers on each channel, so I have a little bit to do. So just to touch in with you on the format, don't forget now we will be having Discord in amongst our weekly chats, like our twice daily broadcasts. I'm still figuring out to bring in the StreamYard to see if that's a viable alternative to bring in. But going forward, please do make your way over to Discord. Although I do know that many numerous channels, and I see Patriot Soapbox have also been removed over there. I've only just turned it back on today and seen that the channel itself was removed. I know there's other streaming ports such as Elements, and I will be touching in with my good friends over in the United States, as I do to all of you tuning in. Stargirl D over in California, and all our American friends tuning in there, and our Irish diaspora tuning in all around the world from Tasmania, Australia, and to the other sides and the 4 corners of this plane of existence, as I like to say. Absolutely, Stargirl D. You have got it all to do, and I do very much agree with the sentiments of my good friend Stefan for Sweden. If you haven't tuned into this morning's broadcast from Stefan, it is indeed America's responsibility. It is your turn to save the world yet again by voting in President Trump. Another 4 more years, and then we will have to touch back in on this madness once again. But do not be under any illusion that the Democrats will do everything in their power to flood the Supreme Court or continue with the riots unabated and will detest and contest the election results. I wish you well, my American friends. It is a steep, arduous path in front of you, but I encourage you, I beseech you, I importune you, do not just take a step backwards. Make your way forward in good honour. So Mary Conley and Margaret Rooney over in Telegram. Great to see you there, friends. And I'm expecting, hopefully, as more and more get used to the new roll-up. And for those of you joining me in live chat in YouTube, you're the best. Couldn't do it without you. But do please leave your comments in the comments section below on all the various platforms on what you would like to see, or if you have any suggestions on any communication tools that we could use other than Discord. I don't believe I am ready to bring in Telegram. It's a bit like the electric boogaloo in there. You have to be really discerning on what channels you tune into and where you make your comments. But I do believe it's a far better alternative than Facebook or anything else that you've been giving or that the deep state has given to you. But Telegram, very much at the forefront of social media experience. If you want to look for vastly differences of opinions and indeed new sources of information, Telegram is where it's at. And if any of you are in my friends list in the channel, on the Discord channel, you can say hello to me over there. I am clicking on the link there now. I want to make sure that it doesn't come up on the screen to make sure we have all the names. But we do have Discord wide open as we are speaking into an echo chamber by myself. Lots of, again, it's pretty similar to Telegram over on the Discord channel, but you are able to use a headset and a microphone and communicate. So we can indeed bring you in for calls from all around the world and touch in as we did over on StreamYard. Again, takes a little bit of getting used to, but I think it's well worth the endeavour. I think it's something we shall relish going forward, because I do believe that with the likes of BitChute and Telegram, that more and more people are fracturing and finding different places. We must expunge ourselves from Caesar's system and from the new smart cities that are rolling out in front of us. Let me see as we drop down there. Last coming. won't watch in there. School of Wealth. Yeah, absolutely. As I say, there's a huge raft of information and things to turn your attention to over there. Okay, live chat. It's the short and sweet from me. I will not be resuming in the morning. I will be resuming tomorrow evening when I will be joined by Kelly Johnson, from a member of the Health Freedom Ireland, touching in on all things mineral, wealth and health. And hopefully we'll get started with our good friend Keisha. I will get in contact with Keisha and see if we can start this thing again. And also we will be joined tomorrow evening, maybe in person. The invitation is open to Lady P. Lady Fiona will be joining me tomorrow evening. It has been confirmed. Brace yourself. I said brace yourself. Good thing with this mic as well is that it stops the clipping, so you shouldn't be getting too much of a distorted sound, hence why I'm concentrating on my pronunciation to bring to you a more professional outfit. Professional, GT, you're a provocateur, professional provocateur, that's all I see. Can you do replays on D Live and leave them in the replay too? I will do my very best, Dolan. I'll have to figure out how to do that setting. Please bear with the old boomer. Replays would be cool. Appreciate that, Al. Yeah, good idea. I believe that that function still is the same over on Twitch as well now, and I am broadcasting on Twitch. So if I have it right, when I upload to YouTube, that will be backed up over on BitChute. You can follow me over on BitChute as well. And again, appreciate all of you doing likewise. I haven't had any contact. I did write 2 emails to Brand New Tube, and I haven't received anything back from them. Maybe you're a little bit too spicy. I don't see how, because they've got such an illustrious crew over there. David Icke, Dr. Vernon, Sonia Poulton, Sean Atwood, to name but a few of the stars over there in that platform. One of the very few platforms offering a unregulated, well, I wouldn't say unregulated per se, but a very, very much free of censorship sort of platform over there. Karen joins us. Oh, Karen, you've already been here for a while. I'm getting used to the new layout, but hopefully, and I'm looking very much forward to seeing the YouTube conversation up there. And please be aware that it is displayed on the screen there afterwards. As you can see up around here, we've got Karen, Stargale D, we've got a few others there. So come on in. Join the fun as we will mould this thing together, this thing of ours, and we will, as I say, rise from the ashes like the phoenix. Okay, live chat. Like I said, that's going to bring us to an end. Hopefully I can bring my DJ skills into play here and sort of ease in a soft, sultry sound of some music in the background. And fear not, those of you, my friends over on YouTube, it's royalty free. We don't have to worry about copyright strikes. Well, Karen, you'll be able to join me over on live chat over on YouTube now presently, as soon as I'm done uploading it over there. And we will carry on the conversation over there. Great to see you all. Great to see all the gang back together again. I'd love to be able to read out some of the Telegram comments. I'm going to wait for J. Cahill's little GIF to come up there on the rollout there for the messages. Hopefully it won't take too long to transpire. I do like it. I do like it very much. Thank you there, Jay. Is it going to push up the... Is it going to push up that little GIF? Be interested to see if it does. I can see it in my line here, but I don't think you can see it there. Anyway, as we drift off into a deep, thoughtful and well-earned sleep, my name's Torino, and you join me for this sleep story. Once upon a time, in a little island far, far away on the edge of Europe, a lot of craziness was taking place. Many things were seen and unseen. Many things that couldn't be unseen. Okay, my friends, just a little bit of banter there as we play around. I'm going to go head over to YouTube, and I hope to see you over there. But again, I'll see you tomorrow evening when I'll be joined with Kelly Johnson, the one and only, on all things health and health. Thank you again for your continued support. No rolling scroll bar, but please, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button. Also, smash the subscription button over here on YouTube. Make your way over to DLive or Twitch, very viable platforms. Make sure you've connected to us over on BitChute, and make sure you're still subscribed to us on YouTube. You do know they like to knock them off every now and again. Please leave your thoughts, comments and witticisms in the comment section below of each and every platform if you would. We do love to read through with them and engage with you over there. Hopefully this will not be the end, but this is just the beginning as we pick it up and start again. I'll see you again tomorrow evening, friends, patriots, lovers of liberty, observers of truth. Us.